Hey everyone, welcome back to my homestead kitchen where we are doing all things apple this month. Me and my husband just picked the last of the apples off of our tree, so I've been diligently working on getting all of our apple things canned and preserved. So with these being the last couple batches, I wanted to show you kind of what we've been doing with them. The last video that I posted, I showed you how to do applesauce. I'll leave a link up here for you. And today we're going to be doing apple chips. So apple chips is really simple. You just peel, core, and dice your apples. You toss them in the dehydrator and you're good to go. So the recipe that I'm using is from this book here, The Complete Dehydrator Cookbook. And I just follow the recipe. So you want your dehydrator set to 125 or 135. I use 135. And then we're going to, again, wash and peel the apples. My apples are already soaking in water and baking soda, so they're ready to go. So I'm just going to show you again how I peel, core, and dice them. I personally do them in half slices, so my apple slicer does the apples in spirals, so I just cut it in half and it gives me like half slices of apples, so it works out really well. And then before you stick them in the dehydrator, you want to treat them for browning. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to do, I do believe it's a cup of water to a quarter cup of lemon juice. And then you just soak them in there for like a couple seconds and you pull them out, pat them dry, and then you stick them in the dehydrator. Super easy. Alrighty. So again, I'm using the Complete Dehydrator Cookbook. Let's get started. All right, so let's set up our lemon juice concoction here. So we're gonna do 2 cups of water. To half a cup of lemon juice. All right. Now that we got our lemon juice set up, I'm gonna go ahead and peel and dice some apples, and we're gonna let them soak while I peel, and then we'll get them put on the trays for the dehydrator. And then we're going to want to remove any brown or soft spots. All right, and then I cut them in half. So you get like half slices for chips. And then make sure all of the seeds are removed also. I like to clean up as I go so I don't end up with a super sticky kitchen. My bowl of apples and lemon juice is full, so I'm going to let those soak for about a minute while I go get my dehydrator trays. All right, I got my dehydrator over on the table warming up. Let's go ahead and get our apples out of the lemon juice solution and get them lined up on the tray. All right, so I just use a little, I don't know what this is, pasta spoon of some sort. I I just scoop them out. Shake off as much of the solution as I can. And then we'll line them up on the tray. You want them in a single layer, not overlapping. When they're overlapping, they're going to take a lot longer to dehydrate, and we don't want that. So just in a single layer all around your tray, just like so. And it's that simple. And then you just keep repeating the process until your dehydrator's full. Alrighty, I just finished my last tray. I have the Nesco Food and Jerky Dehydrator. It holds 12 trays, so they're all in there. Ready to go. Again, they're set at 135. And I'm just going to let them go all night, and I will check them in the morning. So I will see you guys in the morning. Bye. Hey everyone, it is the next day after we dehydrated our apple chips all night. So I'm going to show you what they look like and then how I package them. So here are the apple chips after they've been dehydrated. They do have a little bit of a snap to them, but most of the time they end up still kind of on the like rubbery side. But I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum seal these in mason jars. I could use like vacuum seal bags, but I don't want to use my freezer bags for something like this. So I'm gonna use mason jars, and I'm gonna use my mason jar vacuum sealer. This is what I got off of Amazon. So instead of using the freezer bags that I like to use for meat, this saves my freezer bags, and then I don't have to use oxygen absorbers because this pulls all of the oxygen out of it, and it just preserves it long term and makes it shelf stable. So let's go ahead and pack our jars and then get them vacuum sealed. Ahead and vacuum seal these. We do want to make sure that the rim is nice and clean, so I'm going to do the same thing that I do when I can, is I'm just going to wipe that rim off just to make sure that it's clean and we get a good seal. All right. And then this vacuum sealer is actually in two parts. So when it's together like this, you have the regular mouth lid, and then you take this off, and you have the wide jars as well. But we're using regular mouth, so we're going to leave it together. And then all you do, once you have your rings clean, is you take your lid, stick it over top of the jar, and then push your vacuum sealer over top of it and push the power button. And we want to do this for about 30 seconds. And this has a little timer on it, so we'll go for about 30 seconds. All right, 30 seconds is up. And as you can see, it's got 98% of the air out of that jar. And when you pull it off, there's no pop and it's secure on the jar. So you'll just label it with what it is, the date you jarred it, and it's ready to go. Let's seal the rest of them. Alrighty, all of my jars are vacuum sealed. We got 6 jars out of 12 trays of dehydrated apples. They look good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and label them now and then put them away in the pantry. So that is one of our apple treats that we like to make with our harvested apples here on the homestead. It's really super easy and it's a great snack for the kids and for the adults because we like them too. And it's just a great way to have a shelf-stable, fresh fruit in your pantry. So I hope you guys found this video helpful and stay tuned for more apple videos. Thank you guys so much for watching and remember to grow where you're planted.